influencing the whole lifespan besides lasting injuries, of course. Traumas may last the entire life, especially when children become orphans, as we just saw, and the character development and sociability is often impaired. Now, these war children might often become terrorists because it's their traumas suffered in their youth, so that's one of the aspects. Pollution and radiation now become to energy. From chemical attacks and noise from explosives, airplanes and war machines are particularly damaging the health, whereby emissions from fossil fuels, poisonous gases, and strontium contamination may cause lasting damages for the immune system. I'm quoting now Dr. Maria Naira, also from World Health Organization, who recently attended an international conference and illustrated the drama, which is millions of children dying because of pollution, not only war. Of course, war is pollution. So it's both in the private and military domain because they are spreading mostly near the ground, the pollution I mean, thus endangering children more than adults. You know, the pollution of our diesel cars, etc., is at a low level where children are, so they're more affected than adults because it's on the low layer. Every child has a basic human right to grow up in an intact family and a good environment without detrimental influences from terror, worship, sufferings, and starving, which is another effect of war, because bad nutrition. Hence, all wars have to be condemned by the United Nations, and peace must be enforced by security forces of the UN and strictly avoided by democratic, peaceful law and order, which we don't have, and I worry about some countries going to dictatorship again without law of order. All warmongers have to be brought to International Court of Justice and must be heavily punished for their crimes, because wars are caused by individuals, by dictators, by crazy people. Our appeals to the United Nations to prohibit all arms, chemical weapons, as they did in Syria, but you know, the dictator didn't follow it. Harmful energy and uranium enrichment must be endorsed by the world community. We have a couple of websites, you see it on the summary I put outside there. One is www.cmdc.uno, which is an original NGO promoting ethical behavior, and have a look at this website, and then you see some tools how to achieve this goal of an armless society. We should, by the UN, we should prohibit all the arms, as simple as this. And then we won't have victims anymore, we don't have terrorists anymore. Maybe only the police, or maybe the blue hats of the UN should have some arms, but the arms is really the cause of the problem. Now, I'm very happy that we have a new Secretary General of the UN with the right background. As you probably know, he was heading the refugee organization of the UN, and I think he knows this problem better than anybody on this planet. So I hope he can help to really move in the right direction. There are some charters. We created some charters over the last 25 years since the first Rio summit. I want to mention 3 of them. One is a Global Energy Charter for Sustainable Development, prohibiting dangerous, polluting energies, as simple as this. And it shows how to do it. What are the means, more efficiency, cleaner energy, and so on, and human behavior. The other charter is a Global Charter for Universal Ethical Consciousness. You know, we need more ethics. In Geneva, we have a very good NGO on this subject, Globe Ethics, by Professor Strickelberger. He's promoting worldwide, including Africa, Asia, ethical behavior of the the politicians, you know, of the leaders. And this charter contains the prohibition of arms. Actually, over 25 years ago, I was in the Philippines, and they created a very useful NGO with a logo and a pistol in the logo with prohibition bar over it. So the problem also there is murder and disputes with Muslim minorities and so on. So this was over 25 years ago. Armsless society is the solution. We shouldn't waste $2 trillion per year on arms anymore. Of course, the US is the worst example with over 500 billion. We should redirect this money to the UN, to peaceful activities, to prevent wars, and not to do arms races again now between Russia and the United States, which is a criminal act to misappropriate taxpayers' money for wars, for arms. The next charter, actually you can find them on the website, all of them, and we put them again to the news every channel. It's a global health charter for sustainable development. You know, health, because in war areas it's very difficult to take care of health. And of course eating habits are also wrong in some societies. There's a health charter also concerns children. If they grow up without food or wrong food, they will have the damage for life. So this is our little contribution to the progress. My hope is the United Nations. There's only one organization in the world which can help to solve these problems, especially war, which affects children mostly. It's a drama, but we see every day on the news how children became orphans, how they starve of hunger, how they become sick because of wrong nutrition. So that's my hope, that's my plea to the new Secretary General also to help to eradicate this war society which we have and to redirect the $2 trillion to the right thing and not on arms anymore. Thank you.
Thank you very much.